Yeah. You do? Yeah. Former job.
That's good. All righty, and welcome to Spartans and the Spots, our Monday show with the men's and women's basketball coaches and players at USC Upstate. We have one of our crowd favorites today, Stephen Rhodes, is back with us, the assistant women's basketball coach from USC Upstate. Well, y'all been hot. You're on a 3-game winning streak now. Tell me about it.
I thought you gave up telling I was calling you a crowd favorite, but I appreciate it. But
Hey, we packed out.
yeah, exactly.
These people can't see you. And I thought it was for me.
Yeah, there you go.
Fortunate to win 3 in a row, so hopefully we can build around it. Young group that's really buying in.
Teaching out the right time.
Continue that trajectory right now.
Well, you're starting to get a lot of different people on the field right now. You know, you were able this past game to get the outside presence shooting there. Probably the people I'm telling when it got let it fly, they actually decided to do that though. But just, you know, you start to get inside outside, and when you can do that, become more two-dimensional, it makes it harder to cover.
Oh yeah.
It's definitely been fun to see. I started out just the shooters that we have, the players both inside and out. Trying to build this program to be like, and it's been fun to see the young kids really kind of buy into it and grow into the goals and start to understand where they can find their route.
Well, one of the biggest things I've noticed too, and our second guest coming up, Jenny Levine, she is looking more for her shot. I watched like 3 games where she took 8 shots total in 3 games. She was passing up easy shots to give it to somebody taking a much tougher shot. And I'm like, you know, is that what she is? That's what I was going to ask her. Are you a pass first and shoot second? Or, you know, what is your thoughts? So,
Well, whenever you bring Jenny, please
Grill her on all that right there. Like, she's
such a talented player. I think one of the things that we talked about with Jenny
she's so good at so many things, I think, and she has so much on her plate. She's like, which one do I do, right? And for us, there has been a thing of like, I think early on, because we're so young, she's one of our older kids. We try to take on her and just do a little bit of all of it and try to help everybody else out. That's what she's a selfless kid. Really great person. Really excited to be able to support her. One of my favorite people. But the thing about it is like as coaches sometimes, because we have people that are capable of taking on more, then we can give them more of it. And we just really just let her know that these are your 8, 9, and 10 shooting shots. You need to do those every game. There shouldn't be games that you're not taking on shot.
well, she, and watching her play for 3 years now, in my opinion, should be averaging double-figure points and a half a dozen assists.
Please tell her that.
I will.
I tell her that every day, so.
I'll do that. And I'll tell her this comes from an old coach.
Yeah.
That my unbiased opinion on there looking from the outside right there. So, all right, well, you got a week off right now. Do you feel like, are you sad to see that come because you're hot right now? Or do y'all need to rest? What do you all decide to have a week off?
Yeah, well, one of the reasons I was late getting over here is because we were enjoying our day off, and I was taking on some street stuff, and taking on some camp stuff, and trying to catch up on that. We just kind of lost track of the day a little bit.
Because we haven't had one of these in a while, one of these days where
We kind of catch up with that.
and so what we'll do just to take you through the week is it's an off day for our girls today. There's been a couple of girls that's shots up on first day on top of things. And tomorrow morning we'll have an early morning workout just so they can kind of have an extended break after that. We don't want to do it late.
Thursday, Friday, we'll get back to really going through the speed there. And then hopefully we're ready for the game this week and stuff. So definitely been needed, I mean, especially with a young group. As you know, Coach,
like kind of you get kind of deep in the season, and you're kind of in the in between of like, hey,
there's
the excitement of the beginning is gone, and then the excitement of the end isn't quite there yet. And so you're kind of in those days of like, all right, this is where it really matters, of doing that work day by day.
group that have good plans, either vital days for the season.
And so just the day, just to be slow, just to be calm, just to be safe, catch your breath every day, get a partner. So grateful we were able to get through that.
Well, that's good. That's good. All right. I want to ask you first some yes and no questions answer right here. This is if Coach Cox we're making some changes in the game of basketball. These are some things that I thought about it, and I want to know what your feelings are.
And I can only say yes or no.
No.
Okay. You know I'm long-winded.
That's good. That's okay. My first rule change I made would be all jump balls in the last 5 minutes of the game should be jumped. Because you've got somebody out there busting your tail, diving for loose balls that are really hustling, and they know the possession's there and they just fall down and cover it up. I think all jump balls in the last 5 minutes of the game all be jumped and not alternating possessions.
I do like that. I like that. I got to take us because we've been beneficial of the era late this year because
We've had 2 games where we're down and we got a trap for the jump ball because we didn't but the people that tied it up would have been able to win.
But I do like the idea of that because it evens it out. A lot of times when you need it, the other way. And I like that it kind of
It rewards the people that are aggressive and playing hard with the game on the line down there instead of, you work really hard and you get in the fight and you're tied up and that's where it plays out. It's not our ball anyway.
I would say that.
So that's one of my things about it. This is another one just to start thinking about right here. I was just thinking about some changes that could be made. Each player has 3 fouls per half, but they don't carry over.
I've never even heard of that.
3 fouls per half, carry over. What happens if it goes to overtime?
If it goes to overtime,
Throw your curveball. We got it.
we may give them an extra foul. Get one. I mean, you're giving them 6 fouls. Right, because how many times in a game do you see a player pick up, the best player pick up 2 quick fouls in the 7 minutes?
I like that. I think they're worried about it late.
I like that because the big thing too that is difficult is just the subjectivity of like a rep making the
Probably yes on that one. Right now I'm a yes.
Okay, all right. And again, these are just things I was just sitting there late one night on my little midnight to 2 a.m. when I sensitized in my chair, and all these ideas run through my head. All right, flagrant fouls in a ball game are 2 points and the ball out of bounds. You shoot free throws, you give them 2 points. Because sometimes if the guy gets cold cocked out there, he might be a bit loopy going to the line. I'd say if it's a flagrant, intentional flagrant foul, that's 2 points in the ball.
Yeah, just go ahead and give it. I like that. I think I'm gonna keep going yes on this one.
Okay.
My wife's gonna come out there and talk with you because she hasn't got this many yeses from me in the house in a while, so she's gonna figure out ways about she gets 3 yeses.
All right. Technical fouls are automatic 2 shots and the ball out of bounds. Okay, we're not going to shoot technicals. We're going to give you two shots. We'll give you 2 points and move on.
Automatic that way too.
Yep.
Yeah, I'd say yes again. Any free
Points we can get.
Yep. And then it teaches you to play the game the right way.
So it's more pressure.
Yep. Okay. Let's see. Now, this is just a little one out there. there. Coin toss to see who gets the ball first. To see who can tap.
I think the old school end is a no.
Okay.
It'll be your first. I love the jump ball.
All right. Do you keep the handshake after the ball game? I'm seeing more and more of pleasantries being exchanged, words being taken, and stuff like that. After the heat of the battle, do you still see shake hands after the battle?
Go back to the COVID years where we just did the wave across the court. But I don't know that. I think the old school we still says yes to it. Still does the handshake just because part of our job as coaches is to coach how to teach how to play out the ball and basketball and how life works is it's not always very things are not perfect. Within the time that I'm productive. Being able to show some maturity after the game is still something that the people that are taking issue with it right now.
Okay, all right. Now this is one that I have long thought needs to be that an assist is awarded to a player who passes the ball to someone, say on a fast break or something like that gets fouled in the act of shooting that then goes on and makes the free throw because it was still a pass that led to points. And I think if they make a great pass to someone and the person actually gets fouled taking that shot, but they ought to be given an assist for it.
Yeah, that's good.
Even if they don't make a free throw, they don't still want to make a free throw. I was a much better I love, like, I've never understood why it's a pass that's leading.
It is. I always cheated and did it on my stats.
Oh, you did? Well, we need to come to the stats that aren't good.
Yes, that I always did that. Right. You got to. Yeah. All right. This is gonna be interesting right here. This is one deep. Overtime, each team gets one offensive possession.
And then, so if it's still tied after that, it's kind of like football.
Yeah, you can go on again. Where you can come out and run your best play.
You want a cup of that?
It would. I'm just trying to spice up the game.
You're doing it right now too. I have this old school song, like, I want to change a lot about it. That makes it easy. If you watch
Sometimes they
And I really have enjoyed college football news. I think like
right. You go with 1-2 on that thing, whatever you took. But it would not be like the sudden death where the first team scores. Everybody, both of you, are going to be guaranteed a possession. I would love that because I always have a playbook full of set plays. It's an easy basket.
Did you play on the parking lot?
Yeah, we got to win by 2. Yep. All right, and this is one interesting right here. Coaches get 2 challenges per game.
That's 100%.
I'm the one. You've done our name, but you know I'm the craziest thing. Yelling out and the rest of that stuff.
So anything to make them see that they messed up that
All that are better being off where they give us 2 times. You can give me coach him the flag that's on off now. Really put off now.
But I mean, because they do miss some, and they miss some maybe some very critical situations, and they know they miss some. I mean, I've had officials that have actually I communicated well with officials that have told me, coming up to court and said, Coach, I missed that one, but I'm going to do better.
Yeah, and I joked about saying I'm getting the rest of it.
That is, I think
Everything's coming down to the cost, but the thing is they are human. The ability to challenge is to get it right. I think is the way the game should be.
Well, I actually thought when I retired from coaching that I may become an official. Yeah, and then while I was in the process of thinking and leaning that direction, I was walking across the floor one day and hit a red spot before my meniscus. That surgery. The good Lord did not put a stripe through that. That's the last thing we need. So this is what I started doing instead. So this is what I do now. I can say whatever I want to, but no more of these. So that is my questions that I had for game changers. If we can bounce them off that I've been thinking about some ways of how we can spice up the game. Right there. All right, let me get to some questions right here that I've got new ones for you. Maybe a few in here that may even have this is one I've asked you. Didn't tell me. Already had that. All right, what March month were you born in?
June.
Okay. What's your favorite food? Both.
I'm Italian. My wife's Hispanic. If I had to go, let's say, I had to go to it would probably be Mexican food, like
if I had to pick one thing, though, it's kind of off of that.
I am still trying to find a good place for wings. Oh, really?
I make my own sauce, all that. I got you. I'll see if I can make you some wings and bring them up.
I love that. That would be good. What's your favorite color?
So being from
Tobacco Road, being from Valley, everyone that's what red is.
I'm more into bright colors like pink, purple, anything that's bright.
Those look good on me. I love the purple suit you wore.
I feel like when that's my happy colors. That when you can wear bright clothes, it makes me happy. So that's one of the main reasons why. That's why I've got my hat on today, and plus to cover up this bald head of mine.
I need mine.
Bring it in. Yeah. With that. All right. Do you put ketchup on your steak?
You got to mix that.
I can't ruin a good steak. Steaks around time steak. Okay. Wipes and ribeyes and cook it right. You don't need anything on it. So I'm not going to ruin it. But if you have Rebecca Gordon on the show,
Oh, you did. She said a lot of odd things, and I always give her a hard time.
The ketchup queen.
Yeah, she definitely puts ketchup on the steak. We've had that conversation.
I will remember that. I've got your game. I remember that when I bring the tidbits and the players on the
if you say that she's going to be a good kick after that,
I'll say she's the ketchup queen. All right, what's your favorite pet?
Favorite pet, the dog. Me and my wife, we had a little dog. I just started saying to for the longest time. I tried to cry.
I've had to cook that 2 dogs. dogs are in. I don't have one right now, but my daughter does. A granddaughter, but they are a special part of everybody's family. All right, have you ever rode on a motorcycle?
Yes. I have. Kind of grew up riding dirt bikes. That kind of brought me drive on the I wanted to street.
I learned how to ride one
Already.
That's the hard way.
Anything with a clutch, you don't want to go uphill.
Not too much there. All right, this is a funny one. Have you ever been skinny dipping?
I have, but it was just dipping because this is a fun fact about me. I don't know how to swim.
Okay.
I only made it to where my feet could still touch the ground. I grew up in the country, so there's a rock quarry where high school, college kids. All of my cool kids.
I'm guilty. Guilty. Have you ever got a speeding ticket?
Oh man, hey, I've gotten too many of them. So I'm good at running late. So when you're good at running late, you speed more than you
I got 3 in Minnesota.
Really?
The one summer.
You might
I was
have
well,
you got to be there.
all right. Well, the good thing was I was in Coastal Carolina. Late from being up there one night after the coaches. We went out and got something to eat after camp that night. And so when we came back, the highway patrolman pulled me over, and it was I think it was a speed trap or something we had stopped. So Pete Strickland, who's my good buddy, who was the head coach there, I said, Pete, do you know anybody? He said, how fast were you going? And I gave him the ticket so he got that one fixed.
Really? That's what you need.
In Spartanburg, I got one. In good old Sparkle City neighborhood, I was going 35 and a 25 cent. And they put me over for that. And then another time, there was this sign that was hidden behind the bush, the speed limit sign. But very fortunate for that one of my assistant coaches was a Spartanburg County police officer.
Really?
So I got all 3 of them fixed.
That helps them out.
That was, and I said, I've learned my lesson here.
So I'll tell you this, if you ever talk to Coach Williams, you will talk to Coach Williams. If you ever think about this. I almost didn't get hired with him in Belmont Abbey because they were very strict about the background check. The only thing you'll find on my background check is the but my 2 right before I was getting brought on there. Both of them were going to basketball. But that was kind of the thing. I thought I wasn't going to get a job because I got a heavy foot.
So, all right, we'll get a couple more here with you. Have you ever ridden in an ambulance? But it was my wife had it where she was being transported. I had whiplash and ambulance too, so we did that. Okay. What's your favorite
Black road is kind of have it all the nighttime.
Okay. Have you ever had any surgeries? You can do that until you used to fall in your head. Would not too hard.
Well, I don't know if unless you count wisdom surgeries. I don't know if they put me to sleep for it.
Well, I went the longest time and then I had a torn meniscus, just a freak accident walking across the yard. And then I had, I guess just from all those days coaching, when I slammed basketballs on the court or threw them at the wall and tear my rotator cuff. So I had to have torn rotator cuff surgery, which was a major setback. And then I've had, within the last year, I've had both eye surgery where they replaced both the lenses in my eyes.
Oh wow.
And so I've got 20/15 vision now. I do my reading glasses to read, but I can read small print. But it was great that I got both of my vision. It's been, don't have to wear glasses anymore or anything like that. What you binge watch?
I've been podcast watching. A lot of people, I'm not a big movie person. I got ADHD.
I think all characters can romance.
Yeah.
I could not be a fisherman.
Yeah.
Because I used to when I was a little boy with my grandmother, I used to catch all kind of fish. But as I got older, my patience is out the window. That I'd be sitting there fishing, and if that float ain't gone under in about 15 seconds, I'm going to throw the pole at the fish and try to knock him out.
Well, to that point, I went to a spot pond one time. My family. I didn't catch any. You're supposed to just put it out there.
Yep.
It's
Fixed.
And I still couldn't do it just because I was doing fishing.
What's the worst pain?
Physical pain. When I broke my ankle, but I would say tearing the
The worst I've ever had was kidney stones. Nine of them.
You're bringing all the bad ones.
I crawled in the front door of the hospital the first time. I had to come straight down off the floor. That hurt so bad. Here and see what else I'm skipping around. I've got a bunch of them. He's waiting here, so I'm going to take up all her
She's
time.
important. She's a good one.
What was your favorite Halloween costume as a little boy?
I was going to come. Like I said, I've never been a movie person.
I was my favorite one. I was Paul McCartney.
Oh, there you go.
Right there. And I had my little suit on, my little black Beatles suit. And I had my little guitar. I was 5 years old. And they had a big competition here in town. What used to be shopping centers, not there anymore. And I had my little number, and we were on the stage. And I called out my winning number, and I won. But stupid me, when I looked down to see if I won, I read the number upside down.
So you didn't think.
I didn't think I won. So I got a $25 gift certificate, and I bought me a bubble gum machine.
That's a good investment.
All right, now are you a singer?
Sing in the shower, in the car. I'm Chris Taylor. You get me outside of there, and I have to go in front of people, I can't sing.
All right, can you play an instrument? The nose doesn't count.
Yeah. Well, because I come from a band, I can't claim that I actually play when I compare to them, but I know how to read sheet music. I always grew up playing harmonica with my dad, get music going and get playing. I play drums a little bit, but I wouldn't say I play it.
What is your most embarrassing moment?
This is a funny one. I do think about this. When I was a graduate student, this is when Old Dominion was Old Dominion had they had real tall chairs that had real tall backs. And they sat on like the head where it was kind of raised up. And so like the very back of the chair, and
never touch it. From the board to like back to the field. One of my jobs as a GA is that to get the snaps. Another part of my job is that whiteboard and I was in the middle of giving her a stat sheet and taking the whiteboard, and then she asked me a question. When she asked me the question, I kind of went back and I was like instantly thinking about moving the chair, and so I was going to go put my hand down on the chair and I put it back and fold up, like they fold up, and so my hand shot through, and I was dangling it, and my neck was just on the back of the chair. And because it was raised, my hand couldn't touch any floor because it was right on the edge. So there was no way I couldn't push myself up because I had the whiteboard in my other hand. And I was like stuck. And Old Dominion always had a really good crowd. Old Dominion's been the gospel program was very good. And so I was stuck there. All the people were just started laughing. Under the bench. Police officer that was sitting there.
My worst two. First, got to be all time. My wife and I, this is back when we were young, I'm not sure if we were married yet or not, but we were performing the annual Christmas music in the church at Christmas time. And so I was playing the guitar, and we both were singing. We did Silent Night. Well, as we went along, lo and behold, we get to verse 3. I didn't know there was a verse 3. So I, in the middle of all the people, congregation there and all, forgot the words to Silent Night, and I just stopped doing everything and shook my head like this, and she went on by herself, and that's when my performing in public came to an end. And then the funniest thing when I was teaching, see, he's got his shirts on right there, he's got his upstate shirt on. So when I was teaching one time, that I forgot I have some classroom too. And so I was going to be lazy, and I was sitting at my desk, and I had some paper wad to throw in the trash can. And I said, well, hey, I'm just going to, roll over there real quick with my wheels on it. Well, lo and behold, I forgot to look behind me, and so I gave it a good hard push, and when it did, my wheels got tangled, and I turned the flip out of the chair, and the chair landed up upside down on top of me, and the students were crying. They were laughing so hard. But I had to laugh with them too. I've been acting worse than them. I had seen somebody do that. Alrighty, let me see. A couple more quick ones. I'm gonna get you out of here. What? Have you ever hit a hole in one golf?
Not on a real golf course.
Yeah, not a real golf course.
You hit it in the Clown's Mountain.
Yeah. Putt-putt, every once in a while I get lucky, but on a real golf course, that'd take too much skill.
I looked up one time. It was a 153-yard par 3. And I hit right up there, and the flag was up, and it's sitting right on the flag in St. Cup. I said, this counts.
I'm not that talented artist.
Okay. Have you ever been to Empire State Building?
Actually, have.
Have you been to the college?
I did not go all the way to that, because I was young.
I hate heights. I'm scared to death of heights. My parents, when I was little, tricked me into saying it was a candy store. And when we got up on the 110th floor on that observation deck, that I was like walking on eggs up there. My mother picked me up to hold me because I didn't want to see over the edge of it. And she's holding me up like that. That was not good. Have you, at last but not least, have you ever been to Disney World?
Yeah, I have. My dad used to work there. It's been a while. I need to go back.
I've been in there a handful of times. The last time I went, I took my basketball team to play in a national tournament down there. And lo and behold, in the semifinals, we played against Paul Gasol's team.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
How'd you do?
We got beat by 5 in the semifinals of the tournament, but we held him to 10 points, and he got 6 of those on putbacks in the second half. It was funny. Well, they started hitting some threes after we got and that kind of hurt us a little bit back there. He was 7 feet tall, 300 pounds, and my tallest player was 6 foot 5. Excuse me, Mark Gasol. Mark Gasol,
the bigger one.
Yeah, Mark was the one we played against. And it's funny because I used to kid him when I was covering NBA. When he come in, I had a picture of him playing out there. Because he was the edge above everybody else. I said, "You recognize anybody in this picture?" He said, "That's me."
Yeah.
I said, "Yes." I said, "We played against you in a Christmas tournament at Disney World." He said, "Did we win?"
Yeah.
I said, "Yes, you did." He said, "Good."
Yeah, it's automatic.
So that was interesting. Well, we enjoyed having you with us, and I'm going to remember who the catch-up queen is on the team for when we do some things here. And we're going to find out some scoop about this one over here, too, so I can talk about her the next TV game coming up here. So.
Real her heart. Jenny's a special one, too, so make sure you give her all the hard questions. I promise you she's capable of handling it.
Well, we're going to have some fun, and we're going to make her earn her supper.
Yeah, you're in for a
lunch
treat.
or whatever. So.
You're in for a treat.
Stephen Rhodes has been one of our crowd favorites today. I wish I still had the applause button.
We got a fake.
I used to have a fake crowd on here on the buttons, but we won't do that. I also used to have the Looney Tunes on here.
You got to play that every time I come on.
That's my theme song. Okay. All right. Well, we're going to bring Jenny up here in just a minute, though. We appreciate you being with us. Come back anytime. Thank you.